everybody. Welcome to TADTalk. It's Tuesday. It's August the 18th. Pretty important day for us, actually, because a year from now, today, we will not be doing this. We'll be at a wedding in Colorado. This man's wedding. Nick, how are you?
I am good. I liked it. Yeah. Therefore, I put a ring on it.
Yeah. Maybe not "it" is the right word, but anyway. Yes, a year from now, that's where we'll be in Colorado. But we're actually going to Colorado today to watch this funny man. Check this out.
I know you can follow directions. We're going to do an exercise in communication. You will all repeat what I say after I say it immediately. Sir, yes, sir. Not now, moron. Told you there's more people from the South in here than we know about.
That's one of the funniest guys you'll ever see on stage. Welcome to the show, Heath Hyche.
Hello, I made it.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing very, very well. And just real quick, Nick, where are you getting married in Colorado?
I'm getting married in Estes Park at the Stanley Hotel.
That's great. Well, you know why that's famous, of course.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Don't walk around by yourself, but enjoy. No, it's a beautiful place, and I guess we'll just wait on the invite because that's an hour from my house.
Done.
Is that an hour from where you live?
Seriously, yes, about an hour and a half, and it's beautiful there, and one of my favorite places. It's gorgeous, so you're going to love that.
Absolutely. It's a year from today, so
a year from today in Estes Park, okay?
Really excited, really excited.
Perfect. Well, if you invite...
So wait, real quick, my wife just poked her head in. Say hello.
Julia! Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you guys doing?
Good. Hey, block off the date. Block off the date, a year from today. It's a wedding in Estes Park. This young man's getting married.
Nick's, his son's getting married in Estes Park.
Aw, congrats.
Yeah.
That's so pretty.
Oh, I can't wait.
And he's marrying a girl called Julia.
Oh,
how dare you?
I believe the song, right? Okay, you guys have fun.
Right.
Take it.
Love you. Beat it.
You know, I think you've invited more people through TADTalk to my wedding than Julia and I have invited to our own wedding.
I know.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, you're going to have a blast, Nick. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get into our three random questions, when you told your wife to beat it, you just reminded me of something that we still have a laugh about today. We were stuck in an elevator once, and as we were going up it, these people, everyone was quiet. Nobody was saying anything, just stood in the elevator. And we got up to like the 7th floor, and the doors opened. And as they were closing, just like that, we said, "And stay out!" But the elevator doors got stuck and they opened again. So now anytime we get in an elevator, we wait till it closes, starts moving, and say, "And stay out!"
Yeah.
Anyway.
We
have a very strange relationship and sense of humor, but I love it.
Yeah, I had a comedian, real quick, I had a comedian friend who used to do this on the elevator. When the door, he would step out and you'd be in the elevator with people, and as the door shut, right before it shut, he said, "If you still want to take a nap, just come to my room." And you would have to ride the elevator with the people for that information.
Oh, boy.
There was one of my friends, I forget who it was now, but he had a friend working with him on this, and let's say on the 6th floor his friend was there and he clicked the up button on the elevator, and as he was going up he stopped on the 5th floor and got out, and as it closed he ran up the stairs that were right next to the elevator and got next to the door on the next thing, and he walked in like he'd never been in the elevator to begin with and just confused everybody inside. It's great.
Elevator humor. Love it.
Love it. Well, welcome to the show. We're going to start off, as we do always, with 3 random questions from Nick.
Yes.
Take it away, buddy.
All right. First question. If you could speak to animals for one day, what animals would you talk to and what would you ask or say to them?
Okay, I recently just went to the zoo, and I'm going back Friday with the family. So with masks and all that, you have to do that. And I guess I would ask, I guess I would ask more of the baboons. Just maybe a question like, what's with the butts? That's probably what I would say. Just what's with the butts? Because it is weird. And everyone at the glass does this. Look how cute the baboon. Oh, that's what everyone does the entire time. It's really funny. So when you go to the baboon area and just watch the people going, look at how cute they are.
Oh, it's funny.
What about you? What were you want to talk to?
Oh, I don't know if I could top that answer, to be honest with you.
You couldn't.
That's a good one. Yeah, I'm not going to try to.
I would talk to Kenny Doggins, which is Nick and Julia has a dog, a Pomsky.
Yes, I've seen him on Facebook.
You've seen Kenny. So Kenny, I would talk to Kenny Doggins because that is the smartest, most intelligent dog I've seen. Yesterday I was watching football and I was streaming it from my laptop, so I'm sat here on the sofa. My laptop's here, the TV's there. I'm watching it on the TV streaming. Kenny Doggins comes and sits next to me, gives me a kiss. He looks at the TV, and then he looks at the laptop, and looks at the TV, and looks at me. And he must be thinking, why do you have to watch it on two things?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny Doggins.
Like, I don't think that's really football. No.
Kenny Doggins is. I would love to speak to Kenny Doggins, get into his brain, because he is the smartest idiot ever.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the first question.
Yes.
All right, second question. If a brand new, top-of-the-line, never-driven, fully paid sports car was given to you as a gift, would you keep it or sell it and pocket the money?
That's no question. I would 100% sell it and pocket the money. I'm not really a car guy. I'm more of a toy guy. So I would probably sell that and add a couple of things to the collection, and then, start a fund for the kid, I guess. But I would definitely sell it. There would be no question about that. What about you?
I love that. I would definitely get a bunch of stuff for me, and if there's anything left, we'll start something for the kid. But definitely getting some stuff for my collection.
Oh, first and foremost.
I'm with you, Heath. I would definitely. I'm not a car guy. I'm a toy guy, which is why I bought a Tesla. So I just put the money into that. It's a toy, not a car.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know if you've driven a Tesla, but Tesla's the coolest car. But the best thing is the indicator farts. When you do the turn signal, the car goes, and you can decide which chair it comes from.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. It's actually funny. I don't know why. What is it that we were talking about the other day where it doesn't have a specific feature that would really help in the actual drivability of it?
Brakes.
Okay, well,
but we were basically saying that they spent the last $5,000 making the indicator fart rather than putting the safety precaution.
Spare tire
inside. Oh, a spare tire. Yeah, there's no spare tire.
It doesn't have a spare tire, but it can fart, so that's all we care about, really.
And the seat vibrates and heats up when it happens, so it's perfect. But now, question.
That sounds like it was made in the South, is where that sounds like it was made. Like, hey, man, look, we can make the seats fart, but we don't need a tire.
Oh, my gosh. This is already so great. Question number 3, and I'm going to bring it way down here and make it very morbid.
Okay.
Would you rather die peacefully in 10 years or die painfully in 50 years?
Ooh. Wow. Well, I guess I have to go, if we're bringing it down, I'd have to go with staying around because it would probably take 50 years to get this COVID out of here. So I would want to see how that ends. So, no, I'd want to stay with the family and my daughter and everything. So she's 3, so I'd have to say 50 years just so that I could see her grow and stuff.
Absolutely. Then die a painful death. Thanks, Nick.
And who knows? In 50 years, maybe all car seats fart. That would be amazing.
Yeah, wouldn't it really? Well, listen, Heath, welcome to the show. That was supposed to be a 2-minute segment, and it's a 10-minute segment. But hey, what? Who's counting?
Right. As always,
We're on, what episode are we? Can you remember? I think it was 94, 92 or 94. Heath, you were on the very first episode of TADTalk.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I decided to die peacefully in 10 years.
No, it's amazing. And we've got viewer questions already today, and one of them is, your daughter's 3. Is she showing, it's a 2-part question. Is she showing any comedic tendencies, like she's going to get in the industry and follow your footsteps? And part 2 is, do you find her funny?
Okay, this is great. We just talked about this today with someone. And people, when she does her little things, she's very, very funny, and she likes microphones. It copies mom and dad. And someone said, oh, she looks like she's going to be in entertainment. And I said, absolutely, entertainment law. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I want her to be a lawyer in entertainment. That's who makes money.
You're absolutely right there. Is she funny?
Yeah.
Is she funny?
She is. She knows she's kind of funny, so she does things. Her timing could use work, but
she's 3.
She's very, very funny. And her cousins who are older, they're more into the slapstick stuff. So that's where she picks it up, and she tries to copy that. And that's what makes me laugh, is when she thinks it's funny to fall down, but it's not really a great fall down. Like her 8-year-old cousin will take a dive off the deck. So that's what I love.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's
Heath,
awesome.
you're one of the funniest people we know. You're just hilarious on and off stage. But going back to maybe high school or even before, were you always funny at school? Were you the class joker? Or?
You know, it's funny. I had a friend one time who broke it down like this, and I thought it was perfect. People always say, "Are you the class clown?" And it's more like, no, but I wrote for him. So the way that works out is, like, I would think of stuff that I would think maybe would be funny and say, hey, why don't you go over there and open the cabinet and tilt all the paint in art class toward the end of the cabinet, so the next person that opens it, it'll fall out all over it. They'd go, that's a great idea. And then they would go do it, get in trouble, and I would get the good laugh. So I was more that guy until I got to be a senior in high school, and then I was much more performing, and it was more sketches because I was the school mascot, and so I would do pep rallies for our sporting events and things, and that's where it kind of started. So yeah, I guess I've always been in that entertainment. That bug of entertainment, but not so much when I was really young, but more when I got older.
Really? Do you write for people? Do you write for people now? Talking about that, do you write comedy for any other acts?
I feel like I don't write as well as I come up for myself. Like, what I can see an idea and give it to somebody, but I don't know if I could hone that exactly in their voice. So if I see someone doing a bit, I'm more apt to say, oh, you know what would be great is if you finally got to this, or if you went from A, B, and C and jumped to X. I can do that, but as far as someone saying, hey, I need 6 jokes on the presidential race, I can't. I'm not good at that. I'm more watching your show saying, you know what would be a great idea, or here's where you're missing a laugh, because I'm more of a physical comic, and I can see where the physicality of a joke could be, where some people may just think it's a simple wordage or the way they're saying it, that you could add some physical parts to it. I think I'm better at that.
No, and you're absolutely brilliant at it, and it's naturally funny. I mean, everything I've watched of you is just naturally funny. But in your future, do you see yourself more in helping other acts, maybe helping your daughter, or do you still see yourself bounding across the stage with yet another physical joke when you're 17?
No, that's the thing. As I say, when I started, and I was, like 26, and I was jumping around with props and physical humor, people would say, God, this young guy, it's really weird. He builds all this stuff in his garage and he puts on a show. And now they look at me like, this dude travels around with all that and he's pushing 50. So I think I need to kind of slow down. And my goal, and this is probably great that we've had, the one good thing that's kind of come out of it, is I want to learn to work smarter, not harder, and maybe incorporate different parts of my show, because we're in such a media-driven world, and especially with how shows will be going forward, where I could say, hey, I'll be right back, take a look at this, or something. So it'd be more interactive, if you will, than me just constantly firing on all cylinders for an hour.
Yeah, no kidding.
Definitely.
Yeah. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to, two things we're going to talk to Heath about. First of all, why did they design this backdrop so it looks like my head is in Heath's head? And secondly, if you look at Heath's background, that's not a virtual background. Yes, he has quite the collection. We're going to learn a bit about that. We'll be back after the break.
Life is a journey, and everybody's going somewhere. Why wait for the fun to start when you reach your destination? With TAD Travel, the fun starts the moment you leave your door, wherever you're going, and however you want to get there. We've got it covered. TAD Travel. We're going places. Are you coming with us?
And we're back with part 2 of TAD Talk with special guest Heath Hyche. Hey Heath, where are you right now? Where are you located?
We are in Denver, Colorado. We moved here about 4 years ago, and it's been great. It's been wonderful.
Mile High. Have you been to Denver? Oh, of course you've been to Denver.
We've been to Denver, actually. We saw Billy Joel in Denver.
What?
Yeah, we saw. You don't remember that? Robbed his way from Utah to Colorado.
Where did we see him?
In Denver, Colorado. I just said this.
No, I don't remember.
Because we met Billy Bunting beforehand. We got a drink with him. Remember? Right across the street.
I don't remember.
All right.
I don't remember. Don't remember.
Well, I have a random question for Heath. I have a random question. Have you? And this is just, I don't know where it came from, but have you by chance seen Star Wars?
Not familiar with the. Is it a play?
How many? I mean, just look at everything behind you. If you had to guess, how many pieces of paraphernalia do you have from Star Wars?
Well, it's easier to answer that the vast majority, I would say 95% of it, is from 1977 to 1985. So it is kind of honed in, because they still slap logos on everything. So, gosh, how many pieces? I couldn't even tell you. I don't know. I have extras. I have new finds that come all the time. That's one thing that has happened with COVID and everything, is that people have started going through their collections because they're stuck at home from their childhood and pulling stuff out and saying, "Oh man, I wonder if anyone wants this." So the market seems to be inundated with a lot of pieces. Some rare, some people think they're worth more than they're worth, but. Yeah, I've had a couple of finds where I'm like, wow, I never had that, and so it's been fun.
That's awesome.
Go ahead.
When did your, I think it's safe to say this word, obsession with Star Wars begin?
Sure. No, really. It was 1977. My mother took me to see this new movie, and this is very funny because we went into the movie, and this is back in the 70s when you could do this. Nowadays you couldn't. We went into the movie late, and it was packed. I remember that. And we started watching this movie, and I'm 7 watching this thing, and we went in right at the moment when Luke Skywalker and Ben Kenobi go into the cantina. You remember the monster cantina?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like, what is this? And we watched to the end, and then so I missed the first 15 minutes. I didn't know. I was 6 or 7. So my mother said, we're going to stay and sit in our seats and watch the movie again. So the manager came in and was like, sorry, the movie's over, you have to go. And my mother was just like, no, we missed the beginning, we're going to stay here. And so they said, okay. And we watched it twice. So
awesome.
It became then, was when my obsession came. I just couldn't believe, I guess I kind of realized that it was a different world. It was our, as a kid, it was our entry into the mythological world, and Excalibur and the knight and the damsel in distress and the dragon and the evil king. So it was that, and it just kind of blew my mind. And then when they came out with toys, I was all aboard, as you can tell.
That's awesome. And I have to ask, because it's like you said, they are creating new Star Wars things upon new Star Wars things through Disney now. And what do you think of The Mandalorian? Have you seen it?
Love it. Absolutely love it. I think that they serve fans so well on that show. they do, because they are fans themselves, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, who created it, they are huge fans, and so they put a lot of little things in it that super geek fans say, oh my gosh, and then the casual fan can enjoy. So there's a lot of hidden Easter eggs, if you will, in that show that I just love. So it's really neat.
That's awesome.
Okay, here's my ignorance. What's Mandalorian? I've no idea. What is it? Is it a TV show? Or?
It's what some countries call a pot holder.
A what?
The Mandalorian. Have you ever seen Back to the Future? It's what they drive to go back in time.
No, that's a DeLorean.
Oh.
There you go.
Mandalorian is.
He just sung the theme from Back to the Future.
I know. I loved that. I caught that. Mandalorian.
I saw your costume, by the way. I saw you dressed up when you went to the play. Was it in the West End?
Yes.
In Manchester.
Yeah, you were cosplay as Marty, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And I met
That's
Alan
awesome.
Silvestri and Bob Gale after the show, and I was.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
That's really
fainted
cool.
and peed a little, but anyway.
So what you have to picture there, Nick is saying he flew 6,500 miles, dressed as Marty McFly in Manchester, watches a play, and at the end of it, he walks through the theatre and meets Alan Silvestri and Bob Gale. That's one side of the story. The other side of the story is Alan Silvestri and Bob Gale saw Marty McFly walking towards them after the play.
Yeah. They were like, get backstage. You're not supposed to be in the lobby in costume.
Exactly.
It was great.
You should watch The Mandalorian. You won't get anything because you've never seen Star Wars.
How dare you? This conversation is over.
Did I see Star Wars ever?
You would remember if you saw Star Wars.
I think I saw. No, I did see it because I remember. I think it's.
You remember Spock and Captain Kirk? Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. That was such a trek watching that. No, but I remember the thing where they come down and they have to fly through those tunnel things, and that's what
The trench.
Yeah, so I remember that. It's not so bad.
Yeah, that was basically a synopsis. Spoiler alert, everyone. My God.
You talked about.
You want to see my latest find that I got?
That was going to be my question. What have you added to your collection? You said 2 things you've picked up. What have you added?
Well, this is kind of cool. I found on eBay someone selling some stuff, and it was really, really cheap. And so when I bought it, I thought, there's no way that this will be what I think it is. And to give you the Reader's Digest version of Star Wars action figures, in 1977, the movie came out. They did not know it was going to be this big. So Christmas of 77 comes around, and there's no toys. So the toy company Kenner says, I got it. Make a piece of cardboard that has places for all the figures we will make in the future, sell it at the stores, and the moms can buy it and put it in the tree and say, as soon as the figures are created, you can set them on that piece of cardboard. Now, they thought this will never work, but it sold like crazy. So the first 4 figures that came out were Luke, Leia, R2-D2, and Chewbacca. So in that set, they had a lightsaber Luke. Now, I'll show you real quick. So this here is an original 1977. I don't know if you can get a close look at that. Close of Luke Skywalker. Let me get over here. Now, his lightsaber, I just need to get out of that focus. His lightsaber is in his arm and goes in and out like that. Like, so it's a little tip here, and it goes in and out through a little lever on the back. So when they first made this, what's crazy...
This is live TV, folks.
What they first did, this is so crazy. They made this one, and this one is what I got in this guy's collection, and it's called a double telescoping lightsaber, which is much like dressing up like Marty McFly. And so it comes out that far.
Oh my
and so I've never even held one of these. So when I got this in this collection, I kind of freaked out, and I told my wife, I was like, you're not going to believe this. It's a double telescoping Luke Skywalker lightsaber from 1977, the early bird packaging. And she was like, okay, are you taking out the garbage tonight or am I?
Oh my gosh.
This is another one. Real quick, this one I picked up, which you probably don't remember this from the movie, but the Dodge van that Luke and Han and everybody drove around in.
Wasn't that in Scooby-Doo?
Right. That's practically it. But that was another thing because they had no toys. And when the movie came out, they were like, we have a Crash Up Derby van kit, and they put a sticker on it, and that's how they sold toys in '77.
Oh
no
my
joke.
gosh.
So, and this is the last thing. I just got this, which I've wanted forever. I got this for a guy on Facebook Marketplace, and it's a toy bin that you put your toys in, and it's R2-D2.
Nice.
And normally they sell for about $200, but he was collecting figures, and I have so many figures and extras. He said, you can have it for 2 figures. I'm like, done. So I went and met him and picked that up. So that's my latest, is a life-size R2-D2.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, it's a toy box.
We actually just got a fan comment while you were talking there. Somebody says, obviously you're a fan of Star Wars, but are you a huge fan of Crocodile Dundee since you're dressed like him?
I know. I did. I thought of that when I put this on. I said, I feel like Steve Irwin. So,
oh, that's hilarious. But I see you have like Raiders of the Lost Ark behind you and stuff like that. So obviously it's not just Star
my
Wars
collection is actually, I don't know if I can turn it, but here, which is that's all the Raider stuff. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are all the Raiders of the Lost Ark stuff that came out in '81, and those are all carded. And up there are all of the newer versions of the figure that Sideshow and Hot Toys Collectible company out of Japan created. So yeah, that's my Indiana Jones wall over there.
Do you have Han Solo on your wall?
Oh, I have a life-size carbonite. I don't know if you can see it. So that's I built that. So this is 3-dimensional, and it's a kit that I put together. So yeah, it's all 3-dimensional, and it's kind of Hoth and carbonite. So, and I know you're probably worried about it, but he's alive and in perfect hibernation. Let me get my ring light here. Man, the Kardashians make this look so much easier.
Oh my gosh.
We could spend 4 hours.
What I've been saying is this is how I've been making a little bit of cash during this, is I've been selling extras and going to thrift stores and picking up pieces that I know may be worth something, not necessarily Star Wars, but here's 2 pieces that I'm selling this week. There's the board game I found. The Rodney Dangerfield board game, which you have to have during pandemics. So it's complete, and of course, this is just how you would play it back home, Terry. You would see the family sitting together.
Yeah, we actually have that game.
I don't know if you had these in the UK, but this, I've got to fix it, but it's a bank robot. Did you ever have one of these?
No.
And you would put it on, and it would eat the coins.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's some of the.
So you're selling them?
Oh yeah, like I put stuff on eBay, and I find odds and ends at garage sales or thrift stores. Just because I always say I know a lot about a lot about a little things, and which means 80s, 70s, 80s toys or stuff like that. I know what people maybe would be looking for, so that's been one way that we've tried to make a couple of ends meet right now without being on stage.
You know what? We're going to post those eBay links in the comment section right now.
The Rodney Dangerfield game.
My question is, how did you end up with the Rodney Dangerfield game in your collection in the first place?
Oh no! I literally went to the thrift store and it was on the shelf, and I'm like, well, somebody's going to want this, and so I just picked it up and counted the pieces. It was all together, and got to put it on eBay.
Boy, Julia must love you.
Well, this is my room, because when we first met, I had a room in LA, which was a smaller room with more junk in it, more stuff. And so when she first came to Los Angeles and saw this massive Star Wars collection, she said, "What are we going to do with all this?" And I was like, "Oh, we're doing it now." It's doing it. This is what it does.
I can just imagine going on the first date to a nice dinner all dressed up and acting suave, and then bringing her back to your place, and then you just have all of this Star Wars stuff everywhere.
Well, I made sure that she knew ahead of time. We did probably, back then, I guess it was just a video chat. and she had seen this, so she was prepared.
Oh, okay, good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We spoke very little about Heath's career and mostly about his room. But,
no, it's cool. It's great. It's been a great show, and we appreciate you being on it. We have a question we ask every guest, Heath, and we're going to ask you right now. If you could spend the next 60 minutes of your life with any two people, dead or alive, this could be family or people you've known or celebrities or historical figures or anyone, and you take those two people, you go anywhere in the world with them, who are you going to spend the next hour with? Where are you going to go? And what are you going to talk about?
Okay, since I basically lost 30 minutes of my life right now. Well, I would love to see. I had a friend. I may have spoken about this before. I loved a friend that passed away. My best friend, who was kind of my comedy guru. He wasn't in. You know how you always have those friends who aren't in show business but really should have been.
Yeah.
And so he was one of those guys, and I would definitely want to talk to him again because we had everything in common. And then I would take him, and I would probably, I'm trying to think of something that would really, really, I know what it would be. This would be perfect. I would take my friend Tal, and then I would take, and this would be fictitious character. Okay. I would take my fictitious character of Chevy Chase meeting that Clark Griswold, and we would go to Wally World for an hour with my best friend Tal and Clark Griswold. That's what I would do.
That is perfect.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
That was one of our favorite movies, Vacation. And I would say, let's do this, and we'll go just kind of in that weird, that would be a lot of fun. The actual Clark Griswold and my best friend, Tal Hayes, at Wally World.
And you're not going to believe this. This is our 93rd episode, and that's the first time Clark Griswold has ever been chosen in this part of the show.
You're kidding me. But I just wanted to have fun with it. I'm sure there's 1,000 I'll think of when I get off, but yeah, that would be fun.
No, that's great. What a great show again. Heath, you're hilarious. You always are. It's brilliant.
You guys are the best. And what a great team I have at TAD Management. They are the best.
They really are.
And I know that we will soon make money and have Nick stop wearing those jackets. But until then, no, I'm kidding. I'm just like Steve Irwin.
What a great show. Give a big hug and a kiss to all the family. Tell her to keep staying funny. Great show today.
Yes, it was.
It was fun.
Awesome.
Thank you all for watching TAD Talk. We'll be back with another episode tomorrow. Be safe, everyone. Bye.